Hello and Namaste. I am Ketan Kank from 192 Consulting. In this series of question and answers, the next question in front of me is, are separate indemnity bonds required if legal heirs are staying at different locations? So there are two separate views that are taken by nodal officers and RTAs. We have experienced both the cases wherein separate indemnity bonds have been accepted by some RTAs and nodal officers, and the others have insisted upon one single indemnity bond by all the legal heirs. So again, the law is not clear on this. So particularly the affidavits, as it is very clear that affidavits have to be different, has to be a separate document individually. But for indemnity bonds, all the legal heirs have to sign on one single bond. But if they are staying in separate states or separate locations wherein it is not possible for them to come together and sign one single indemnity bond, I would request that the investors should have a dialogue with the RTA, and then whatever RTA suggests, then it should be done accordingly. But if the RTA is not responding, it is advisable that all the legal heirs should come at one place and the indemnity bond should be executed and notarized in front of the notary at one particular place. Now, if the place is different from the place of their stay, then the evidence of their travel to that particular place on that particular date to execute the indemnity bond should be stored, documented. So just in case if the RTA demands or IPF demands that whether the particular person had traveled to a particular city to executing that indemnity bond, it should be furnished or submitted. So indemnity bond, as per my advice, should be furnished or executed on one single paper by all legal heirs together. Next question is creation of login ID necessary on IEPF portal? The answer to this question is yes. IEPF has phenomenally developed the portal in the past couple of years, and lot of reforms are underway. Creation of IEPF credentials are very important. They are not only important, they are mandatory, but only if the shares have gone to the IEPF. If the shares are to be reclaimed from the company's suspense escrow account, then creation of the login credentials on IEPF are not mandatory. Shares in that case can be transferred from the company's account itself, and they can be dematerialized into the demat account of the shareholders. Third question in today's video is that what if the claimant expires during the reclaiming process? Okay, so it depends on what stage the claimant has expired, but then it is in any which way it is going to add up to the complications of the process. If the claimant has expired after the IEPF 5 has been approved and but before the shares are credited, then it is very important for the investors to immediately intimate all the stakeholders such as the company, RTA, IEPF, the depository participants, everyone that the shareholder has been deceased, and immediately furnish the death certificate. The only ideal solution to this is that if the person is age old, if the person has actually crossed the senior age of his life, then start or commence with the reclaiming process as soon as possible, and without wasting much on the time or without investing much time on it, get the shares reclaimed. Because in today's scenario, it is a time consuming process, an energy consuming process, and it is a very cumbersome process, I would say. So if the particular document is rejected, entire thing or entire documentation has to start all over. It is my advice that all the that the reclaiming process has to begin in time, and it is actually suggested that the investors should reclaim their shares ASAP. If you have any query, questions, concerns related to shares and reclaiming of the shares, then please feel free to write to us. You can write to us on info@192.in, or you can simply mark your comment in the comment section of this video. Additionally, you can also write to us or you can send a WhatsApp message on 9673142424. I repeat, 9673142424. We will be all the more happy to help. Till the time, this is Ketan Kank signing off. Thank you so much.